get some big kitties today?
Hope so. Howdy everyone. I'm back at it again. I'm out here with my friend Jacob today. We're pretty much right in our backyard on the Red River of the North, right here in Fargo. So we drove his truck down here. We left my truck about 3 or 4 miles downstream. We're gonna do a little float and fish today, hoping to find some channel cats. Need me to give you a shove? Yeah, the river is up a little bit and it's flowing quick, so this might be interesting in the kayak today. And away we go. It should calm down a little bit once we get down from the dam a little ways. Alright, I think we're going to start right here. Got a nice little spot in the shade. I can park here and sit and fish. We'll drop anchor and at least see if my kayak will sit still here. The current's coming back at me a little bit, so I tried to angle myself into the grass there. This looks like a good spot right here. Nice and cool in the shade. I like it. It's warm out here today. It's probably mid 80s, but it is just super humid out here today. We are supposed to get some cloud cover rolling in this afternoon, so that should help if that indeed does happen. So a quick look at the setup I'm using here today. I've got 30-pound braid here for a main line. Going with a 4-ounce no-roll sinker. Got a little rubber bead there to protect the knot at the swivel. And then I've got about a 14-inch leader of 20-pound mono. And then a 5/0 octopus hook. And I took my girlfriend and her son out to the river last night and caught a couple of fresh goldeye for bait. So we've got some cut bait we'll be using here today. Get that hook through there without catching any of those scales. Get them off of there. There we go. We'll toss that out, let it soak for a while, and see if we can get a big old channel cat. Let's see if I can drop anchor right here. Nope. Alright, we're going to drop anchor right here. I found a nice little shade spot. We'll try this spot right here. Oh, yeah, it felt like it was a little bit deeper right there. I think I'm going to throw my other line just straight up in front of me. Right up in there. Ooh, it felt pretty shallow up there, but there's a little bit of a current break up there. Maybe there's a big old channel cat roaming around looking for breakfast. All right, we'll let him sit for about 15-20 minutes, see if we get any action. If not, we'll pull up anchor and keep floating downstream. And I'm getting myself set up with a couple of rod leashes here because you never know what could happen. I like these ram rod holders, but there's always a chance that they might slip down on you. That's the one thing that I don't like. So just in case that happens, we'll put a leash on those rods today. In case a real big one comes and hits that bait hard and takes off running with it. All right, we moved downstream just a little bit farther. I've got a pretty nice looking downed tree in front of me. Seemed like we had some deeper water off to the left here too. So I'm gonna throw that one out there a little more towards the middle. Yeah, it's still nice and deep out there. It's gotta be 8 to 10 feet deep there, I'd imagine. Got a bunch of goldeye jumping up there in front of me. And that one there, I'm gonna try to get him to land just a little bit in front of that tree there. We'll see if we can draw something out of there with the scent of that cut bait. All right, we'll let him sit here for about 15-20 minutes. See if we get any action. And if not, we'll keep moving downstream and try another spot. There's a whole bunch of goldeye jumping up there around that tree, so I think there'd be some big channel cats hanging out around there too, looking for some lunch. All right, I gave it about 20 minutes here at this spot. Not much action, a couple little nibbles. That was about it. So we're gonna reel them in and keep moving downstream, I think. I did see a bunch of goldeye hitting the surface right off of that tree up there in front of me, so actually I might leave that one in for a minute or two. Can only fish 2 lines, so had to get one of those reeled in if I want to try for some of these goldeye. See, look at that. They're hitting the surface over there. We'll see if we can get another 1 or 2 of those to use for bait. Nothing happening here. I had to try my spook. I've been seeing goldeye chase minnows up to the surface all off that tree up there ahead of me, but no luck with those. Nothing really going for my cut bait here either. Uh-oh, am I snagged up on something? There she comes. Alright, still got my bait even. I'm gonna put a fresh piece on there once we hit our next spot, but I think it's time to keep moving on downstream. Yeah, look at that, these goldeye are just smacking bait right in front of this downed tree. Not really the rod that I usually fish my spook on. It's like a cheap little 2-piece panfish rod, but it's what I had with to try to catch some goldeye if we needed some more bait. I figured I'd set out like a crawler underneath a slip bobber. That's probably what I'll do. But seeing him hit the surface like that, I had to give the spook a quick try. Ooh, there's one. Got him. Well, this is, I think, the third spot that we've tried now. Finally got some action. Feels like a half decent fish. Oh, I thought my other rod was going off there too. There we go. Get in there. Not a bad way to start off the day. All right, we got one in. Nice little, I don't know, 4 or 5 pound fish for the first one of the day. Been out here about 45 minutes now. This is the third spot I tried. I gave it about 20 minutes, had a couple other spots, didn't have any action. This one hit that bait about 5 minutes after I tossed it out there, so good way to start off the afternoon. It really is beautiful out here on the river, even in the middle of town. Look, there's a couple of deer over there. You guys probably can't see them on the GoPro footage. It's a mama and her baby. Mama deer is probably 2 pixels and baby is probably about 1 on the GoPro footage, but yeah, it's nice out here. Got some wildlife. Birds are chirping. Given it about 10 minutes since I caught that one fish here. Figure I'll give another 5 or 10. See if we get any more action. If not, we'll keep moving along. We've got about 4 miles of river to cover today, so I'm sure there'll be plenty of fishy looking spots along the way. All right, we've got a drainage tube back there. I'm gonna try to get just upstream from that. We'll toss a couple lines out. Yeah, it felt like it was probably about 5-6 feet deep right there. We'll toss this one out a little bit deeper. That should do it. All right, we'll let that bait sit and soak for about 20 minutes at this spot and see if anything comes along and tries to eat it. There we go. That one feels like a better fish. Ooh yeah, big head shakes. Oh yeah. There's a good channel cat. All right, come back here, you. Got him. Wow, look at that beauty of a channel catfish. Come here, bud. We gotta get you unhooked real quick. Just got him right there in the corner of the mouth. All right, get that line out of the way. Look at that beauty of a catfish. Second one of the day. I threw him on the scale real quick. It was about 11.5 pounds. Found him sitting right out in front of that drainage tube. I've been getting nibbled over there for about the last 10 minutes. Finally, the big one came along and ate that cut bait. All right, off you go. Yeah, that's the type of fish I was looking for out here today. Man, that is a rush. Fighting those big channel cats. I'm hoping some clouds move in and cover up that sun. It is like perfect out here when the sun's not hitting you. Just a tish warm when that sun's out. At least there's a little bit of a breeze out here today. That definitely helps. But it is hot and humid out here today. I'll be ready for a shower when I get home. Well, it looked fishy in here, but I gave it about a half hour and nothing. Yeah, it's been a little bit tough going today. It's about 3:30 right now. I think we launched at 10:30, 11. Got 2 fish in. Hoping it picks up a little bit as we get more into evening time out here. We'll see. I'd like to catch at least one more. Little interesting side note, that bright red house up there behind the bushes. My girlfriend and I went and looked at that one. We were thinking about buying it, but wasn't quite enough space. Had a great view overlooking the river though. That's one thing I did really like about it. Alright, Jacob just got a big cat up there while I was downstream around the bend a ways. He messaged me a picture, so I figured I'd come up here and set up behind him. Oh, there we go. There's a good one. Well, that one wasn't fooling around at all. That's why I put those rod leashes on my rods. I think dang near bent my rod holder down. He's not even all that big. He's a decent one. Not quite as big as I thought he was by his fight, though. Jeez, this guy's just angry. Come here. Gotcha. Nice. Found another one. All right, you guys, third fish of the day. I'd say that's about a 4-pound channel cat. Yeah, it took a few hours of fishing to find that one after that last fish I caught, but you know what? I don't think there's any place else I'd rather spend the day than out here on the river. It's a beautiful day for some fishing. All right, we made it to the end of the float. This is our exit point. Kind of a grind out here today to find a few, but we found a few decent channel cats willing to bite, a couple in that 4-pound range and then that 12-pounder, so all in all, not a bad day. Any day out here on the river is a good day if you ask me. Well, I'm glad you came along with us. I'll see you next time.